Thank you. Good evening, everyone. We're very happy to welcome each one of you for the 108th session of therapy for the therapist session of the Deccan Positive Mental Health Group. And this is on behalf of the organizers, that is the Manasa Shubhakara Mind Care in association with the Yellow Pond Counseling Center India, Forest Creative Arts Studio Punjab, Sri Deeti Counseling Center Hyderabad, Clover Learning Center Hyderabad, Shrisha Counseling Center Kozhikode, and the Mindstyle Hub of Kolkata. And our honorable resource person, I would like to welcome Dr. Navya.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much.
Gubbi Satish Chandra. Thank you, ma'am. She's a highly accomplished academic person with a passion for economics and a dedication to teaching. She possesses over 12 years of experience imparting knowledge at the university level under the Ministry of Finance, Ministry of External Affairs, and with the NGOs. Her expertise lies in institutional economics, business administration and management, economic growth and sustainable development, and public policy. Her doctoral thesis focused on institutional economics, delves into the intricate relationship between institutions and economic outcomes, providing valuable insights into the mechanisms that shape economic behavior and performance. She has published extensively in both national and international journals, including Thematic Journal of Business Management, International Journal of Multidisciplinary Research Academy, and Southern Economist, showcasing her profound understanding of complex economic concepts and her ability to communicate them effectively. Her research has also presented at numerous conferences, gathering recognition and appreciation for her intellectual contributions to the field of economics. Her areas of expertise are institutional economics, development economics, economic thought, public finance, sustainable development, research interests, institutional economics, development economics, sustainable development, economics of tourism, and other publications. And she will be speaking on the topic evaluating workplace wellness programs through an institutional economics lens. And with that short introduction, I would like to all my dear friends and our honorable resource person for today. The floor is yours. Over to you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Ma'am, you can start.
Yes. Thank you so much. I'll just open the invitation. Okay, fine. First of all, am I audible to you?
Yes.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes.
Clear enough.
Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm Dr. Gubbi. I'm Dr. Navya Gubbi Satish Chandra. I'm a professor presently working in Berlin School of Business and Innovation. I have about 13 years of professional experience in academics, industry, and ministry level. I was working in Ministry of Finance also, teaching to the higher authorities, and I was in Embassy, Indian Embassy, Ministry of External Affairs. I was in higher education wing. So this opportunity, I take it as a very good opportunity that I received from Dr. Sunanda. Thank you so much for inviting me for giving a lecture for this particular group of people. I'm really overwhelmed with the way it is being arranged and the people have been gathered here for this beautiful lecture. Thank you so much for inviting me. At the outset, I would like to just thank everyone who is being here despite of your busy schedules. Thank you so much for being here. So, and then my topic, what I have chosen today is about evaluating workplace wellness programs through an institutional economics lens. There is a concept here called institutional economics. What exactly, many of you may be thinking that I'm talking about economics, and here it is, about the psychology related. How come it has been related to the psychology and economics? Yes, it has been very much related. Why? Because many of the people nowadays are undergoing stress. Why? Because they are behind money. Money is everything that is causing stress. So what exactly the problem behind money? What exactly this economics? Why exactly what sort of things that we need to be taken care? Why exactly this particular aspect is being threatening as a threshold for these particular institutions to be taken care? So what exactly this aspect is been coming across, what exactly these sort of things which have been considered as a serious one. So this evaluating workplace wellness programs through an institutional economics lens, what exactly this, why exactly this? Many people have thought that economics means it's all about money, it's all about stock market, it's all about financial aspects, it's all about the shares, it's all about something dealing with finance, something dealing with the fiscal policy, something dealing with income, something dealing with expenditure. Economics is all about that. It's all about dealing about the income, dealing about the expenditure, income and expenditure pattern. Everybody will think about it. No, sometimes there is an important element of economics which has been missing. Say, for example, welfare economics, institutional economics, health economics, institutions of growth, institutional development, economics of growth. These sort of branches of economics have been missing. These sort of branches of economics have been missing across in several aspects. Where exactly these sort of aspects have been missing? These sort of aspects have been missing in such a way that the organizing element of what exactly, say for example, economics means an art of household management. What exactly economics deals about? Economics is an art of household management. So there are various branches of economics like microeconomics, macroeconomics, economics of development, economics of growth and development. There are various types of economics. Why exactly I have taken one of the branches of economics, that is economics of institutions, institutional economics. Why in each and every institution? What exactly this institutional economics is all about? Why exactly this institutional economics play a very important role in evaluating the workplace wellness? Why this occupies a major role in evaluating the workplace wellness? Why this is being considered as evaluating the workplace wellness programs? So let us see that in detail about how exactly this workplace wellness programs through an institutional economics lens would develop, would help, or would adhere to the ambience of working atmosphere. Let's see the slides one by one. Thank you so much for listening to my introduction. One second, please.
Slides are not moving.
Yeah, slides are not going. 1 second, please. One second, please. Sorry. Is it visible?
No. Yeah. Only first slide is there.
Yes, ma'am, it is visible.
Yes, yes. Now?
Now it is okay. Go ahead.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Sorry for the interruption.
No problem.
Yes, with this introduction, I would like to just go for what exactly this institutional economics, why exactly this has been very important for workplace wellness. There are four things which are very important for analyzing the institutional economics. What are those four things? The first four things is, point number one is good governance. Whatever may be the organization, whatever may be the institution, whether it's a small scale institution, medium scale institution, or long scale institution, it may be a small scale working atmosphere, medium scale working atmosphere, or long term or big working atmosphere like an industry or a firm. For everything, we need wellness, we need good governance, we need institutions. What are all those four things that it is very important? One is good governance. Second one is institutional mechanism. What exactly this institutional mechanism is all about. Point number three is about the transactions cost. The transactions to be having the perfect and clear transparency in the transaction. Fourth one is all about the government regulations. These four things are very important for any industry or any firm or any institution or any organization to perform well. So in today's lecture, we will explore how this workplace wellness program through an institutional economics lens, and how we will be examining whether the formal institution or informal institution, whether the formal rules or informal rules that govern the human behaviors, how exactly it governs the human behavior. Because we have to think one thing: the problems cannot be foreseen. We cannot foresee any problems, and we cannot set our own institutions to solve the problems. Once the problem have been seen, once the problem has been foreseen, and if the problem is reached beyond a stage, if the problem is reached beyond a certain thing, then we can't just come out from the problems. Then the institutions would set up. What exactly the institutions would set up? How exactly the institutions would organize? So this particular lecture, we will be exploring workplace wellness programs through how exactly these institutions, whether the formal or informal rules that govern the human behavior, influence the design and effectiveness of these programs. So, what exactly this formal and institutional means? Absolutely, the institutions which are the formal and informal rules that govern the human behavior can be controlled by the formal rules. What are all those formal rules? For any workplace wellness, we need to have the proper government regulations. What these can incentive wellness programs, for instance, health insurance. Very important for any workplace wellness. Why exactly? See, for example, why I'm seeing, I have worked in India for about 10 years. 9 years, almost 9 years. I worked in India in all elite institutions and organizations. I'm working here since almost 4 years. I'm seeing the whole lot of difference in the working atmosphere in India and here. Why? Because what exactly, I'm not talking about any sort of sensitive issues here, but what I'm talking here is in the developed economies, what exactly the wellness measures that they have taken is, even for the carpenter, even for the plumber, there is a proper health insurance, proper medical insurance, proper government regulations, proper cash push employees for the welfare organizations to reduce the healthcare costs. These sort of things will help. What exactly these sort of things will help? These sort of things will definitely help for the people to make sure that they are going in the right direction. They are going in a perfect direction to what exactly it has been going across. So one is the government regulations that these can incentives. These incentives, what they do is, and then the second point, the wellness programs that we need to make up is about the company policies. What sort of company policies that the government has to, that the company has to take up. Why? Because these influence the program's uptake. Say, for example, paid time off for participation in wellness programs can increase the employee engagement. Isn't it? So what sort of workplace wellness programs that we need to take up? Here are some of the additional factors that we need to consider, that the transaction costs, including the time, the resources required for employees to participate in the program. And for all these things, what exactly the workplace wellness programs that we need to do? One is voluntary or mandatory programs offered by the employers, aim to improve the employee health and well-being. It can be like health screenings, it can be fitness classes, nutrition counseling, stress management workshops. These are very essential. Sometimes we give a very little importance for all this. We think that, oh, why we need stress management workshops? We don't have any. We are here to assign you the job, and you have to do the job and deliver the job. That's it. No, the thing is, what institutions should do, the institutions should offer these sort of programs. Why? Because keeping in the mind that the attrition rate in the employer organization should be minimized. Why? Because the mindset of the individual should be in such a way that it should be very cool, it should be very calm, and this sort of organizations would certainly help for the employer offered programs. What exactly these employer offered programs? These can be voluntary or mandatory. How exactly? It depending on the company and the program design. How exactly the focus on employee well-being. Say, for example, how do you do the focus on employee well-being? How do you do that? The goal is to improve employee health. How exactly you have to do the employee health, both physical and mental, which can lead to a happier and more productive workforce. How we have to create happier and more productive workforce is the biggest thing that we need to do. It is the employer's responsibility in any institution not only to build the career or to make money or profit orientation. No, this is the second thing. Are they mentally well-being? Are they happy doing the work there? Are they enjoying the job that they are performing? This is very important. So what sort of focus that and workplace wellness, what sort of focus that they are doing to do, what sort of focus that they are concentrating for diverse program elements. Say, for example, a variety of initiatives can be included, such as health screenings to identify the potential health risks, fitness classes to encourage physical activity, nutrition counseling for healthy eating habits, stress management workshops to promote mental well-being. So these sort of things are very important. Excellent breakdown. This is an excellent breakdown. Is there anything else you would like to cover regarding the workplace wellness programs? No, these sort of things, these four, at least you have to do that. You means an employer has to do that. An institution should take care of that. So what exactly this? Workplace wellness programs come in various forms. What is that? What exactly, how exactly this institutional economics as a powerful lens for examining the workplace wellness programs, how it helps us to understand these programs better? How exactly we need to understand these programs better? What are some steps that we need to take care for understanding this? We need to take care of, friends, we need to take care of two things. One is formal rules, another one is informal rules. Many of the institutions mix both formal and informal rules and they execute the governance administration. This is very wrong. Where exactly the formal rules are there and where exactly the informal rules are there? Where exactly the institutional economics, where exactly the formal rules and other informal rules. So these are established. What exactly the formal rules all about? The formal rules, these are established laws and the regulations. How exactly the laws and how exactly the regulations that come into the picture. So these establish the laws and regulations that influence the program design. How exactly the program design, for example, just give an example for that. Say, for example, government mandates for health insurance can incentivize the employers to offer wellness programs to potentially reduce healthcare costs. This any institution should do this, but this is lacking actually. Countries like in India, developing countries, this is lacking actually. This has to be implemented very well. Company policies like offering paid time off for program participation can also be consolidated formal rules within an organization, and what sort of potential benefits that they are providing. And the next one is about the informal rules. What exactly the informal rules that it has been? These are the unwritten codes of conduct within an organization that shape employees' behavior. How exactly the informal rules, the supportive workplace culture, and what sort of a supportive workplace culture that supports, that encourages, that admires the healthy influence program update. So, for example, the social norms such as taking breaks for physical activity or participating in group fitness classes can also play a crucial role in program effectiveness. Many times what's wrong even in employment, because sometimes we spend more time in working atmosphere, working institution rather than family as an institution. I hope you are getting my point. Family as an institution, we don't spend much time. We spend much time in organizations where we are working. So we need to concentrate much about the workplace wellness, where even there is absolutely nothing wrong if we do half an hour or 20 minutes of meditation in every workplace wellness. For every workplace, wellness would naturally be followed up. What's wrong in arranging one music fest or classical music weekly once for 20 minutes in every institution, in every organization? What's wrong in that? It is very important to follow these sort of steps in any institution for mental well-being of any people. If mental well-being is good, the people will be coming for the job with so much happiness. With so much happiness, if they do the job, then naturally the productivity will be more. If the productivity is more, naturally the outcome from the organization would be definitely higher. Naturally, there is a link for mindset of an individual to the productivity to that of profit. But we neglect this, we ignore this. Many of the business institutions' main concentration is to ultimately reach to the profit. But they are neglecting, they are ignoring the mental well-being of the people, mental wellness, workplace wellness, they are neglecting. So by analyzing these institutional elements, we can gain valuable insights into how workplace wellness programs are designed, implemented, and ultimately how effective they are to achieve the goals. Is there anything specific? Is there anything specific that further regarding the institutional economics or workplace wellness programs that we can analyze or dwell into deeper analysis of how exactly the specific examples such as formal and informal rules, or discuss how to design the programs that minimize the transaction cost and maximize the employee participation. Next slide. Institutional economics, a framework. I already told you in the previous slides that institutional economics as a framework occupies a very important role. Are you listening? Hello?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Very much.
You can continue. Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You can continue.
Yes, I already discussed in the previous slides that how exactly this institutional economics, a framework, has been set, why it is very important. I just discussed about the formal rules and informal rules are being set in institutional setup or an organization. Government regulations. We discussed about the health insurance mandates can incentivize wellness programs, how exactly the company policies, for example, paid time off for participation, can influence program update. Okay, say for example, formal rules established by governments, formal rules established by companies significantly impact the workplace wellness programs. Government regulations such as health insurance mandates can definitely encourage employees, especially in developing economies, to offer wellness programs to reduce the healthcare costs. Company policies like offering paid time sick. Say, for example, here we can discuss some of the specific examples of how the government regulations or company policies regarding the impact of the workplace wellness programs can support for the culture. Informal rules, this here I have been mentioned as norms, customs, traditions. These sort of things analyzes the economic behavior, mental well-being, shape the individual performance. How exactly it does that? So it does impact of the informal rules. How exactly these impact of informal rules can support for the culture. How exactly this support a workplace culture that values employees, a workplace culture that analyzes the well-being and encourages participation in the wellness programs will see a higher uptake. What exactly it is, how exactly this can be fostered through leadership buying. How exactly this promoting program benefits through internal communication channels and recognizing the employees who actively participate. How exactly they just participate in that. There is a concept called social norms. I think anybody would like to discuss about what is social norms that occupy a very important role in the framework of institutions in the promoting the welfare wellness? Anybody would like to talk along with me what exactly the social norms that very important to shape the economic behavior and it connects to the wellness? Anybody is interested to give it? Anybody is would like to talk about how the social norms are very important. I mean, we are talking about the formal and informal rules and norms. I mean, what do you mean by what's your understanding about the social norms here? Why the social norms very important for mental well-being, which connects to the institutional aspect of workplace?
Social norm means you have to going along with the society.
Yes, exactly. Your name, sorry.
Kalyamurthy.
Yes, Murthy sir, tell me.
Norms, ma'am, may I share something? Norms might mean rules or regulations which you have to follow in a society. And you have to conform to those
rules.
Yes,
I understand. But the thing is, your name, sorry, I didn't get you.
Anita, ma'am.
Anita, when we talk about the norms that from your perspective, what we are talking about, here the norms from your perspective is with respect to the formal norms that you are talking about. But social norms will come under, yes, I agree, what you are telling is absolutely correct. But the thing is, I'm talking about social norms. When we talk about the social norms, what Murthy sir said is right. We have to, how exactly we are customizing to the society, how exactly we are mingling to the society, how exactly we are connecting to the society within the framework of institutions. We are overstressed because of some of the norms that have been set from the society, and we inevitably are following that whether we like it or whether we don't like it. Are you getting my point? That will create a lot of stress in any individual. Family is also an institution. Family as an institution that when we talk about social norms, when we are working somewhere else, if there are no proper social norms that have been respecting from the each group of an individual within the society, then naturally it creates a stress for any individual to work. Say, for example, when we talk about the positive norms, social norms being divided into positive norms and negative norms. When we talk about the positive norms, programs can leverage, what sort of programs? Programs can leverage existing positive norms like group fitness classes, lunchtime walking groups. Why can't we all make one? Why can't the institutions can set the rule that everybody should have the lunch together in one place? There's no, everybody should join for lunch together. These sort of initiatives, these sort of small initiatives in the institution, workplace institution or an organization would certainly help any individual to workplace have a culture of working long hours or skipping the breaks. Say, for example, the programs can address these programs awareness campaigns by framing the health behavior such as beneficial for productivity and the focus, for what sort of productivity, for what sort of focus that they are concentrating about. So when we talk about the examples of leveraging the informal rules, what sort of examples that we can follow, leveraging the informal rules, and sorry, I didn't talk about the negative norms that we talk about. Certain workplace might have a culture of working long hours without giving a break, and were extracting more work without giving a break. Without giving more salary. These should be addressed first. There should be a, see, for example, in Germany, if I am working 8 hours plus half an hour extra, the company has to pay me half an hour extra what I have worked. My boss will ask me, why, Navya, why are you here in university after 8 hours? I am responsible. If you are here for more than 8 hours, please go home. That's what my dean, my vice chancellor says. You are not supposed to work after 8 hours. Please go home. We can see the whole lot of difference here. There's a place for meditation, there's a place for fitness, there's a place to do our cultural activities here. Weekly once we will be having group discussions. Just we discuss about the film, we discuss about the music, we discuss about drama, cultural, anything. And there is no restriction about the attire that we wear every day. That we can wear anything, we can wear any sort of dress. There is absolutely no rules, there is absolutely no regulations, there's absolutely no restrictions that you have to be like this. So this sort of free environment, when we create in each and every institution, naturally the wellness will automatically follow. If the mindset of an individual is clear, if the mindset of an individual is being narrated to such an extent that they are being well-being champions, then absolutely there wouldn't be any problem with respect to the working atmosphere. And many people work for the social recognition. Sometimes, see, your organization is Positive Mental Health. Such a nice job that they are doing. See, nobody is doing for social recognition. They are doing for such a good cause. Beautiful. The moment that Sunanda called me, I was so impressed because such a nice initiative that they have been taking across. Identify these sort of volunteers who have been embodied with such an brilliant participation in the wellness challenges, utilization of the gamification of the program, introduce the health competition through term-based challenges or point systems within the progress to create a sense of fun in the community. So what exactly this all about? Institutional economics provides a valuable framework. What sort of framework it provides? It provides a framework for evaluating the workplace wellness programs. It emphasizes how the formal rules such as government regulations or company policies influence the program design. How these informal rules such as workplace culture and social norms also play a very significant role. How exactly these significant role transaction costs, including the time and the resources required for employees to participate in the crucial considerations that they have been following. How exactly these things have been happening, how the institutional economics provides a valuable framework for this, how exactly this institutional economics provides a significant framework for analyzing this. So when we talk about the formal rules, when we talk about the workplace wellness, when we talk about the government regulations, for example, the health insurance mandates, how exactly this can incentivize the wellness programs. There's a concept called, by understanding and leverage. But have you heard about the concept of transaction cost? Have you heard about the concept of transaction cost in wellness workplace? I'll connect that to wellness later, but do you know the transaction cost in workplace? Are you listening?
Yes, ma'am.
Anybody can talk about the transaction cost in institutional workplace?
No, it's new to me.
Anybody knows about what is transaction cost in
Operating.
institution or workplace?
That means operating cost.
No.
Are you referring to the bottom line of the company vis-a-vis the happiness of the employee?
Yes, fantastic. May I know who's your name?
My name is J.S. Subbarao. I was a former general manager with State Bank.
Okay. Very nice, sir. It's a very nice answer that you have given. This transaction cost is all about the leveraging of the informal rules that is going in root cause of what exactly an institution or an organization doing with publicly acknowledge the employees who participate in wellness, who participate in doing that. The transaction cost, normally we think that the cost that have been expenses that have been incurred by the company to produce the goods and services. This is absolutely wrong. What the sir who has been working, who was the manager in the bank, I forgot his name, sorry. Sir, your name? His name I forgot.
Yeah.
What's his name?
J.S. Subbarao. J.S.
Subbarao. Yeah. Thank you, Subbarao, sir. It's an excellent answer that you provided. So it's all about that, how exactly we concentrate for the root cause, how exactly we get into the root of the programs that we design for that. Yes, thank you so much for your answer. So, how exactly these formal rules established by the governments and companies that significantly impact the workplace wellness programs? How these government regulations such as health insurance mandates can encourage employers to offer wellness programs to reduce the health costs, companies' policies. So these sort of things which definitely understand the workplace culture. So say for example, when we talk about the social norms, how exactly this ultimately leads to a more engaged workforce and a program with a higher chance of success. How exactly this higher chance of success has been coming into the picture of what exactly an economy has been thinking about. So how exactly the programs can leverage for existing positive norms that it has been undertaking. So when we talk about this ultimately leads to a more engaged workforce, how exactly it leads to a more organizing program for that matter. So with a higher chance of success, with a higher chance of how exactly it is moving forward for that. So when we talk about the transaction cost that I was talking about, transaction costs are often overlooked sometimes, that we consider it as a cost that has been expenses incurred by the producer to produce the goods. No, it has been directly connecting to the welfare of an individual, wealth of an individual in terms of mindset, in terms of the well-being of the particular person. So how exactly it has been looking across in factors influencing the workplace wellness programs participation. So say for example, time commitment. When we talk about the time commitment, we normally blame the institutions, we normally blame an organization. Why? Because I need not to tell anything about the people who are here, they are well versed in psychology. The mindset of an individual naturally delves into the negative. It doesn't come to the positive first. It normally thinks the negative aspect first. Whenever there is a problem in any institution, in any working institution or an organization, we normally first blame an organization. We normally first blame our higher authorities. We normally first blame the person whom we are reporting. We normally blame the colleagues. We normally blame the surroundings which we are living. Blaming we do, but when we set our own rules and regulations within our wellness, well-being of our own being, say for example, one is to do the work efficiently. Second one is for the time commitment. Employees with busy schedules might hesitate to participate in these, and sometimes what will happen? Employees, institutions may give some of the programs, they offer some of the programs, but participation is very less. Say for example, I'm a classical singer. I'm a professional Indian classical singer, Carnatic classical singer. In previous institution where I was working in India, what I did is I initiated one program every Thursday in the evening between 4 to 5 o'clock, one satsang. What is that satsang? It is all about that I was just, the employees should close their eyes, and I was singing with one of the mrudangists was there, one of the violinists was also there. I initiated this program. I was every week, 1 week I was giving the music programs. One week I was singing. Another week I was inviting somebody to one of my musician friends to come and give a concert. Every Thursday in the working institution. It was such a beautiful program. It got popularized so much that many other, and it came in all newspapers and all, and many of the other institutions started following that. So sometimes the people have to take initiatives in institutions and organizations to conduct these. Say for example, I started music because I'm a musician. But there are several. You can start from a small yoga program. You can start a meditation program. You can give one therapy program or a lecture like this, stress management or something like that. So, what sort of initiatives that employees are taking? I don't think no employer will say no for that, but people will not do that. Why? Because why I have to do? It is not my institution. Why I have to provide these sort of wellness programs to the organization? This is they have given me so much work. Why I have to support what they are supporting to me? We always go for in return benefit what I get. No, you please do this. These sort of initiatives, what the people will do, what the employees, what they have been taking across, what the employees have been taking place, the programs that they have been offering into. So these sort of, say for example, the time commitment, what sort of time commitment that they have been following, what sort of time commitment that they have been utilizing for that, what sort of, how exactly the time commitment has been introducing into the programs. So employees with busy schedules might hesitate to participate in this or initiate in this because they think I'm busy. Whom to initiate? Why to participate? This will not go anywhere. So when we talk about the informal rules, or the unwritten codes of conduct within an organization, when we talk about within an organization, have a profound impact on wellness programs. What exactly a supportive and encouraging workplace culture fosters the employee participation, how exactly it can foster the employee participation for that with respect to the social norms which I spoke about, and what sort of physical activity that it has been taking during the working day can significantly improve the wellness programs. So when we talk about the transaction cost and the program design that we talk about, when we talk about the financial cost, see, when we talk about accessibility and convenience of program offerings, we normally think transaction cost, as somebody told, beautiful answer he told, Murthy sir or somebody, I don't know. That was a very big, what sort of accessibility and convenience that we offer to the society, we offer to the institution, we offer to the, that is transaction cost. It is not about the cost that have been, expenses that have been incurred by the, employer or producer to produce the goods and services in an institution. It is about the time commitment required for the program participation with respect to the wellness. Financial costs associated with a healthy lifestyle and accessibility and convenience of program offerings. All these things we need to work on that and do the design. Say for example, when we talk about the time commitment solution, say for example, offer programs during non-work hours. We can do it in non-work hours. Why can't we do the meditation program, yoga program, music program, dance program, or stress management related talk? Why can't we do that? Why can't we offer these sort of programs during the non-working hours? What sort of, during the non-working hours, we can do that for the lunch breaks, before or after the work. Provide recordings or non-demand options for workshops and allow the participation in the short modules. How exactly we can do that? Isn't it? So, and then when we talk about the financial costs, second point is about the financial costs. Financial costs, like offer healthy food options at workplace. Why can't we do that? We can offer, people are ready to pay, no problem, but initiate some very good, healthy. I recently came across in majority in a few of the institutions where they have offered a few programs like each person, say for example, there were 15 members in the group. What they do is each person in the group prepares a healthy milkshake in the working atmosphere. See, these sort of small initiatives, okay, fine, financial cost for a healthy lifestyle every day. Say, for example, one day cucumber juice, another day carrot juice, another day apple juice, another day orange juice. Very healthy, organic bio products they will bring to the office, and they'll prepare without sugar right in front of the employees, and they drink every day like this. Each person will bear the expenses of that for preparing the material, for preparing the juice. Every day at 11:30 they will be served. I heard these sort of initiatives that have been taken from many of the institutions these days. I really appreciate these sort of things. Why? Because the financial cost associated with healthy lifestyle choices. What sort of these options, what sort of these programs that each institution is encouraging for mental well-being? This is very important, isn't it? So, and then when we talk about the accessibility of the convenience programs that they on what sort of say for example provide a variety of program formats like online programs, in person, off site, on site. So these offer the flexible scheduling options. Sometimes what we do is we want to, I recently told you that I conducted a music program. I also made it possible for people who want to listen outside. So for example, sometimes they'll be in the meeting, they can't do that because they can listen later. So those sort of accessibility of the program, accessibility of the things that they have been following across. This is also minimize the some sort of, say for example, provide a variety of program formats, online, in person, off-site, other offer flexible scheduling options, what sort of scheduling options that they have been following, and consider it how exactly the partnering with the local health partnerships, say for example, connect to some local health partner who will come and join with you for doing this particular lecture. So all these sort of things which we need to concentrate for how exactly the wellness of the transaction cost, which has been mainly for the participation, that isn't it? So how exactly the transaction costs associated, how exactly this transaction costs associated with the wellness programs can be, say for example, can be a participation for time commitment and time financial cost for the requirement and healthy food options, inconvenient program schedules. I told you all this about that. So evaluating program effectiveness. So it will be like measuring program impact on healthcare costs, absentee rates, following up. Okay, fine, this person was absent for this program, this person. So these sort of governance mechanisms that we need to adapt for the employee participation, employee morality. Oh, okay, fine, my friend is organizing this program, we need to attend that. This sort of morality building, we need to just engross in all these things. So a critical aspect of workplace wellness programs is evaluating their effectiveness. This involves measuring the program's impact on various factors such as healthcare costs, absenteeism, and employee productivity. So with this limited knowledge, I have given a talk how much I know about this. So with sort of initiating some of the wellness programs in each institution, probably we can achieve these sort of goals. Mental well-being of an individual is very important for any institution to perform well. So I hopefully we can adapt certain programs for any institution to survive well. With this limited knowledge, very limited knowledge, how best I can provide my lecture. I have given my best out of it. There are various people who are here with various years of experience and so much knowledge you have, and I'm feeling very shy to present right in front of you. And it's been very easy for me to deliver a talk right in front of you. In case of any questions I would like to answer. My PhD topic is on institutional economics. I have done my PhD on institutional economics. So I just sort of taking this connection to the economic wellness of any institution. Thank you so much for listening to my lecture. In case of any questions is that I would like to just answer for that. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Navya. It was a wonderful session. We thoroughly enjoyed. It's a mind-blowing session, I can say.
Thank you.
Yes, Subbarao sir.
Dr. Navya, it is one of the very well presented programs I have ever attended.
Oh, thank you, Subbarao sir. I am feeling very, blessed that I am presenting right in front of you. You're such a senior person and who listened to my lecture. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's been an honor for me to present.
No disagreement with what you have said all the while. I only would like to supplement or rather add a point or two to what you said.
Please.
While the different issues that came under discussion basically are external issues like a common line or providing a wellness programs or the yoga programs, etc. It
Okay.
is essential, and most of the institutions perhaps are also doing.
Yes.
Uh,
Nowadays.
but left to me, I feel that an important yardstick that is absolutely necessary is to choose what kind of a CEOs do we have.
Yes,
If the
seriously.
CEO is a pit bull, the whole organization gets into a state of an anarchy.
True. Very
Quite
true.
often, what is happening is that we are more concerned with the alphabets at the end of his name and his success rate. He could be brilliant in his academic field, but only one yardstick, I say, the easy also brilliant with the people.
Yes.
Easy in a position to have draw a fine line between the task orientation and the people orientation.
Yes.
If he develops for himself a kind of a happiness index or wellness index within his
True.
organization,
Exactly.
and
That's what I spoke today. Yes.
it is absolute success, and there is
Yes.
no need for any one of us to do it. And this apart, if each individual at the beginning of the day say that, let me be happy in the office, let things come what may, let my
Yeah.
boss be a pit bull, but let me be happy irrespective of what he says. So
True.
thank you once again for the excellent
Thank you.
presentation.
Thank you
This
so
is a
much,
small humble
Subbarao sir.
addition or a submission. Thank you.
Thank you, Subbarao sir. You spoke so well. Thank you so much for participation and such a nice experience you have. I feel blessed to present my little bit of knowledge in front of you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Yeah, friends, you can interact with Navya. Those who are interested, they can ask or can share about today's session, how you felt. You can share your experience. Yeah, Anita ma'am, Kirti Sudharamani, Kiran Mai, you can share your thoughts.
May I give my compliments to her? She has spoken so well. I was so impressed. I can't tell you that this was
Thank you, Neelam.
She is very
Thank you, Neelam.
good orator also.
Thank
Proud
you, Neelam.
of people like her. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Neelam. Thank you so much. I'm so blessed to present my little bit knowledge in front of you, Neelam. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Neelamji.
Ma'am, the way you explained everything, I think there won't be any doubt in the minds of anybody there.
Thank you, Anand. Thank you, Anand
So,
Acharya sir.
and addition to that, our great man, Mr. Subbarao, added so many things there that again, even whatever little doubts they had, he has clarified that. So everything went on very well. Thank you very much for your lecture.
Thank you, Anand Acharya sir. Very proud to present this presentation right in front of you all. Thank you so much for giving me a wonderful opportunity.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Ananta Acharya, sir. Yeah, Anita ma'am.
So, ma'am.
Yeah, you
Yes,
can
ma'am. I
share
think
your
it was a
thoughts, ma'am.
wonderful presentation from you, and just showed the confidence with which you presented. And thank you for so much for sharing your valuable experience and rich experience and knowledge. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you,
Just words of
thank you,
gratitude.
Anita. Thank you, Anita.
I'm in fact connecting from Sharjah, UAE. So a big hi to you.
Oh, so nice, so nice. Thank you. Nice. Okay, then. Fine, then, Sunanda.
I think no other doubts. We can conclude today's session. We are expecting more session from you, Navya. It was a fantabulous,
Sunanda.
mind-blowing session. Yeah, we thank
Sure, thank
each
you,
and
thank you.
every participants, those who are attended today. We thank from Yellow Pond Counseling Center and Deccan Positive Mental Health Association and Forest Creative Arts from Punjab, Sri Deepthi Counseling Center, Hyderabad, then Clover Learning Center, Hyderabad, Sirisha Counseling Center from Kozhikode, then Mind Style Hub from Kolkata. We thank each and everyone. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. And thank you, Sunita, ma'am.
Thank you, everyone. Thank
I
you,
will,
Sunanda.
I will take things.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Thank you.